Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Chinta's RV Vegan Kitchen. And what we have today is really neat. It's called olive caviar. Of course, it's vegan, but it's so easy to make and delicious on crackers. I don't even know where my crackers are. So I hope everything comes out for us. So what we're just going to start with here, we're going to turn the burner on. This is going to be pretty fast. What we're going to do is we're going to put 2 tablespoons of oil in here. 1. Hope you're all doing well. Last night was kind of interesting here in Brazos County. We had tornado warnings and severe thunderstorms, and so it was rocking and rolling. It was pretty windy too. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to be adding 2 tablespoons of minced garlic cloves. I went ahead and I cut them up yesterday, and we're not going to saute these very long, just long enough to get the fragrance to come out. I love garlic. Oh, look at all that wasted garlic I'm going to have to dig out. Okay, so from there what we're going to be doing is we're going to add some herbs to this just to bake into the cloves of garlic. And we're going to be having 1 teaspoon of basil, whichever way one likes to say it, and 1 teaspoon. I can't measure this half-dry stuff. Okay, put that in there. And then we're going to be adding 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. The 365 thyme's pretty good as well, but you know I'm kind of a McCormick person. It might be too hot. Let's turn that down. And what did I say that was? That was, yeah, 1/2 teaspoon of thyme. Okay, that's a little more than 1/2 teaspoon, but you know, that's okay. And then we're going to have something called savory. This is summer savory. I don't know if you can see that. And you have to special order it. You almost can't find it in stores anywhere. Okay, that's too hot. I don't like that being that hot. Oh boy, I forgot to open it up. Oh good, it was easy. Alright, let's stir this around a bit. And we're going to be putting in 3/4 of a teaspoon, so just about a teaspoon. I'm not going to make a big deal over it. That's 3/4, I think. Okay. And that's all we have in here to saute. Yeah, so anyway, they had the tornado watch from like 6 p.m. to midnight, and strong winds and everything. But it didn't actually start to rain here until 10:30, 11 p.m. And it was pretty weird silence outside, but it was all good. Alright, so we're just going to scoot this around for just ever so slightly. We really start to smell it like in 1 or 2 minutes, maybe even not that long. And then we're going to continue with the recipe on the other side. And this is really good for crackers and everything. You're supposed to put it in the refrigerator overnight before you use it, you know, like put it into something to make a little mold, if you please. But today I'm just going to immediately try to put it in with the olives and set it up that direction. which I already have the olives already cut up. So this is what we're going to be doing. Now, after this is done, we're going to transfer you over to the other side of my little bitty kitchen, and we'll be using our red bowl, and we'll be mixing it up. And I'll try to do that without going too quickly. Now, while that's doing that, I'm going to dig out some crackers that we'll be using for the display. And that really smells good. You should smell that. That is really awesome. Okay, there's the crackers way up there. Get some crackers open while you're watching that. Tell me if it gets too hot. Right? Don't want it to burn. I know, everything's in presentation. That's what I learned when I worked for the government. Presentation, presentation. Presentation is essential to enhance everything. Oops. So I'll put a few crackers out here. And then I'm going to bring you over. Because I think that this is probably more than enough here. At least I think so. I don't think I blew a fuse. No, the red light's still on. One thing about an RV, you can only use one electrical item at a time. Excluding the fact that there's a microwave up there, you can use that anytime. But if I turn on this hot plate and I turn on my toaster oven at the same time, blows a fuse. If I turn on my Vitamix and I turn on like the hot plate at the same time, blow a fuse. So I have to really be careful. Okay, come on. Now it's starting to get there. Okay, just keep stirring. It's important in this to try to keep stirring this. And as soon as you start smelling the aroma, then you know it's just about ready. You can see that it's already, looks like it's bubbling pretty good. Okay, I think we are going to go ahead and transfer this over to the other side. Let me get a something to put it on so I don't burn my countertop. And these over here, spending your time alone. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to put this over on the counter, just for now. Or maybe I won't even need it because I can just pour it out, can't I? Yeah, okay. That's off. It's nice and hot. Now we're going to go behind you. Let's turn this around as carefully as we can without spilling anything. Okay, there it is. Nice and hot. Let me see if I can get the area so you can watch me. Okay, here we go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our nice hot garlic and herbs, and we're just going to put it into our trusty red bowl. I wish I could get up closer for you on this. I don't know if I can. Okay, now I'm going to put this back behind you here. And I think I am going to try. No, well, are you ready to be moved? Because I'm going to move the whole thing. If it doesn't turn out, then you won't be seeing this video because I will not be taping. I will not be posting it. Okay, how'd that go? Yeah, that didn't go too bad, did it? Okay. How about that? Alright, so now we've got our garlic and everything in here, and no spoon to stir it with. Stand by one while I reach back here behind everybody and get a spoon. Okay, I should have been ready. Okay, so now what we're going to be doing, we're going to be adding the olives that we chopped up. We're going to be putting 1.5 cups of black olives, and it looks like I chopped up way too much. So here's, make it a hearty 1.5. That's pretty hearty for one. Okay, and 1/2. Let's see how this one turns out. How close can I get to 1/2 on this? Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so we got 1.5 cups of our olives. Put this back here. Hopefully I won't need it anymore. And now, in addition, we're going to be adding our salt. And it is 3/4 teaspoon salt. So I'm just going to kind of measure from a teaspoon level. And put in 3/4 teaspoon salt. That looks like 3/4. What do you think? A little more? Yeah, just a little more. Okay, that'll work. Put that back on over here. If I can get the lid back on. And trying to stay in the view of the camera. Sure, you know me. Okay, so let me turn on some lights. Got some lights? No, we got some lights. All right, so now we're going to stir this in a little bit and run over here to the other side of the room and turn on some lights. Yay! We have light. Okay, now stir this up. Okay, now we're going to be adding lemon juice. And this is going to be 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice. Give or take 1.5. 1.5. Yum. All right, let's stir that in. Now you're supposed to put this in a mold and put it in the refrigerator overnight. And don't even taste it until you've had a chance for all of these seasonings to soak in. Now, that being said, I'm going to use the lemon container for a mold. As soon as I wipe it out, I had to stream get all of the... Wow, listen to that. Can you hear that? The wind out there? I had to get all of the seeds out. So, what we're going to do is fill this up. And if you have some really pretty molds, that would be really nice. Pack it in there really tight as you can. And put it in the fridge overnight. I'm probably going to have to use a couple of these. Really tight, okay? Use your muscles. Really tight. Push that down in there. Okay. Okay, presentation is everything, so I have to wipe off the edge. Okay, so this is our olive caviar. And then when, of course, you take it out in the next day, you're going to be flipping it upside down and pulling this off really careful. But until then, and you can see it makes quite a lot. So I'm going to need to pack some more. But if you have some crackers, some nice sociable crackers, you can have some olive caviar at your gathering. All vegan. Isn't that cute? It would look a lot better if it was already in a form. But this looks delicious. And I'll probably be having some. I won't have this just yet because I don't want to eat between meals. But I will be having it. And you can decorate your dish and put some on all the crackers all the way around the edges. And matter of fact, you could probably just put a bunch of this right in the middle and let people get their own. Okay, well, that's it. That's how we do the olive caviar, the vegan olive caviar. And that's not too bad, is it? Okay, now let me see. Which is the best direction to bring you? I guess I will bring you back this way. Are you ready? Here we go. Ooh. Now you're looking at the sink, giving you a tour of my house. And pretty soon here you will be looking at me, sooner or later. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me this morning for this simple and quick, easy olive caviar, vegan, whatsoever therefore ye do, whether ye eat or drink, whatsoever ye do, do to the glory of God. That's in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. And thank you for joining me this morning in my itty-bitty, tiny, teeny-weeny RV kitchen. And please like and subscribe and share. And have a beautiful day today. Take care. Bye-bye.